How y'all doing? What is going on? Drop them yellow hearts. Let me know you are here. Say hi. What's going on, y'all? I feel like we haven't been live in a while, and I was going to record. Y'all been trying to record more, get back in the habit of recording because I would like to record, you know. But I figured we gonna go live so I can hear what y'all got to say. I can see what y'all got to say. We could interact with each other, okay? And then maybe I'll drop the link and let y'all come up here. We're not gonna be up here for a long time, okay? We are gonna go over what's going on with Noy and Steve, y'all. What is going on with them, and then maybe maybe we'll come back around 8 o'clock and do a Ready to Love meet the cast. I don't even know if we can really meet the cast because all they telling us is their name and what they do and their age. But y'all, we can look at them or whatever if that's what y'all want to do. Y'all just let me know, okay? But how are y'all? I miss y'all. What's going on? Okay, so now y'all. wait. That was you said I told y'all that what that Steve is broke. You told us that Steve is broke. Look, we're gonna get into it. Let's just get into it, okay? So listen, I never changed on Steve Coins. Fake job hunting. Oh, now he fake job hunting. All right, bet. So y'all, let's get into the first post, not this one. Let's get into the post. So if y'all watched my last video, I already broke down the exchange between Noy and Steve, right? So basically, let's give a refresh, okay? Noy went on the internet and decided that she was going to tell everybody, and I mean everybody, that divorce looks great on her. It looks great. It looks so amazing on her, okay? So then, Steve was like, you know what? I had no intentions of making this post today, but since she went and ran her mouth, I'm going to say what I got to say. So he said what he had to say, okay? So then she went and she got a little bit messy. Okay, she went under the comments and she wanted to start responding to people, whatever case may be. And I was like, okay, Noy, we get it, cool. But no, she wanted to keep responding because she still has so many things that she needed to get off her chest. And this is what bothers me about Noy is because Noy, just let it go. Just let it go. But see, I want to believe some of the things that she say, but because she be lying so much, it's hard to put it together for me, okay? So let's just go into it, okay? So first she said, she responded to someone, and I'm assuming that she responded to this person because she felt as though they wasn't being malicious. Okay, she had to add that in the beginning. She said, I think this is well intentions, so I will respond." As if her responding is she's doing us a favor. I mean, honestly, it's helping me with a bag, okay, because I'm making a video on it. So thank you, Noy. Thank you. Okay, so she said, to be honest, there's a lot you don't see. One being that Steve also did not want me to move in. That was just me refusing to move in. That was not just me refusing to move in. So I'm just trying to figure this all out, sis, because I got a question. Me. I got a question. Okay. So hold on. Let me add that back. Let me go to a different. Okay. So I got a question. Me, Chloe, right here. So when we watched the video of y'all arguing about you not wanting to move in, okay, because you said you ain't want to move in with him, you said you ain't want to share no finances with him. We saw this, we heard this. So was that a lie? Did he tell you he didn't want you to move in? Were you arguing about it for nothing? Was it a setup? What happened? Because I watched it. Did y'all watch it? We watched it. They was fighting, right? They was having a whole little argument. They was tussling or whatever about, her not wanting to move in and how he thought it was untraditional. Because since they had that conversation, that's how we found out that Dr. Pepper was living with separate from her husband. Child, they was just, we just learned a lot of things last season. So I'm just saying, he didn't want you to move in then. Because I'm thinking now, he probably didn't want to move in with you because you took so long to come around. You tried to act like you wasn't invested or whatever the case may be, and all these other things. So Noy, it's giving lying, okay? It's giving lying. So then she said, Steve is not the husband you see on TV. That's all I would say. And I'm sorry, but the outcome also breaks my heart. But it's the truth of what can happen when you marry a stranger on TV. So let's go over the part where she said, let me make it a little bit bigger. I want y'all to see it real quick. Hold on. Let's go to the part where she said, Steve is not the husband you see on TV. But then let's go back. Let's go back a few posts, okay? Let's go back a few posts where she said, I begged in capital letters. I begged, begged you to stay. So, okay, is this what I'm saying? See, no, he be lying. So, did you beg him or not? Because according to this post, according to this one right here, you say he's not the husband we see on TV. So, if he's not the husband we see on TV, why did you beg him to stay? Huh? And I mean, you put it in caps, Noy, so you knew what you said when you said it. You said what you said. You put it in caps. You said, I begged him. So I'm just starting to wonder. I'm wondering. I got questions. Is he not the husband that we thought? Is he the husband that we thought? Did you just want to say you begged him or did you not beg him? What's the real tea? Because something's not adding up. Like, make it make sense because it's not making sense. I mean, you begged him? Why? 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 Why, girl? Why? Okay. So then she went and she said, "Oh, child, she got a little messy. She went all into the finances because she know that we always sitting there like, Steve got money, girl. He got money. Right? So then she was like, he filed $0 on his tax return and had no money. Okay. I saw his savings in parentheses or plans to work. How do I know? Because we filed tax returns together because we're married. But go ahead, internet. Go off, internet. Go off. I'm also glad he divorced me. But sis, I thought you begged. I'm confused. Help me make sense of it. Help, somebody help me. Please help me. Because if you were, you know, so y'all swear he has the money. Look, we ain't get to the money yet. I'm just going over what she said. I'm just trying to make sense of what she said. Okay. She said that he wasn't the husband that we saw. She said that she was happy that he divorced her and all this other stuff. But then again, she also said that she begged him to stay. So I'm just trying to figure out, sis, if divorce looked great on you and you happy he's divorced you and you know he didn't have any money, why did you beg him? I'm just looking at the post in general. Now, y'all, I can't tell y'all whether or not Steve got money because I am not in Steve's bank account, okay? She said that he filed 0 on his tax returns. So I wanted to think about this for a second because part of me is saying, so did y'all not get paid for Married at First Sight? Did y'all not? I just want to know how this worked because last time I checked, whenever you go on, I've never heard of no one wants to divorce. She's embarrassed. Oh, maybe. Okay. I've never heard of Lifetime not paying their people. Now, one cast member of Married at First Sight ever came out and said, I ain't get paid, okay? We didn't even hear Alyssa, who didn't finish the season, say, I ain't get paid. So I'm just trying to figure out, did he file taxes using a different name? Did he file separate from you? Like how? What happened? Because like if he got paid for Married at First Sight, unless he's not paying his taxes, but then girl, that's a whole nother story. You just out here putting all his business out in the streets. You putting all his, I mean, oh, she must be hurt. Oh, I feel like you filed for the prior year. So if she filed for taxes in 2022, for 2021, wasn't the season filmed in 2021? Or is it 2020 they filed in 2021? Like when did they file for taxes? You hope he's not back in the government? Child, ooh, I don't know. Because the way she putting it out there, baby, he could be. A good business person will find a loophole. That's true. Because a lot of people, I know a lot of business owners, because I be watching TV. I don't know no business owners, y'all. Sorry. But based on some of the TV shows that I be watching, what they do is they say that they put it into their they say it's a business account. And usually because a business, when you first take it off the ground, when you pay your taxes, you basically you basically don't have to pay taxes. This is why people you know how it go? You don't have to pay taxes on a business because they assume you're not making any revenue, right? 2021 taxes are filed September 22nd. January through September. I agree he could have had a business tax. Maybe he put in his business tax. But I mean, technically, if you want to be technical, he could though, right? Because if Steve is getting the check for work that he has done, it could go into some type of business account because technically it's a job that he did like on his own, right? It's not like through a well, I'm trying to think of how it could go because Steve himself would be his business, right? Whatever his business is. So it's possible. I had a lick. You could pay you have to pay estimate per quarter. Okay. Someone said no, he was looking at the dependence line and saw zero. Why I believe it. You can pay yourself a small salary through a corporation you own. Okay. Or maybe he charities and got a tax write-off. Celebs do it all the time. Possible. Maybe he has other deductions. Noise sounds silly. Okay. So my thing is now let's not even worry about the fact that he filed zero because there's so many different layers to filing your taxes, right? There's so many things that you can do because even if you don't make a certain amount of money, if you make under a certain bracket, you don't even have to file taxes because they normally won't even bother you, right? But let's just go into it and say that she said that she saw his savings account, okay? She said he had no money and she saw his savings account. So my question is, Noi, from every episode, y'all watched almost all the episodes with us last year, right? And we was all annoyed or whatever the case may be with all these daggone episodes that we were just watching for last season. But every episode we went through Steve and Noi talking, complaining. She's complaining about how he has no plan, he has no money, he has no plan, he has no money. She hasn't seen it. All right. So then remember decision day came, and then they was like they was gonna make it work. And then remember they had the reunion. I remember Sriracha came out and they were sitting on the couch, and then she made it seem as if things was looking pretty well. Like it seemed to have panned out fine. She felt a little bit more comfortable with the direction that they was going in. Like maybe, I mean, we made a plan that so far everything is good, but if he needs to go work, he could go work. Hey, Cliff, I miss you. I haven't seen you in the chat in a long time. How are you been? Okay, so then remember she went through all of that, right? And the Sriracha came out, and Sriracha was at a better place with it because y'all know Sriracha was at her feelings like what he going to do for work, okay? So now we get back to the kickoff special, and they sit next to each other, and we still talking about Steve and Noi's finances because that's all we had to talk about between Steve and Noi the whole season. Now remember, she was just still saying that everything's going fine right now. We got a plan together, but what we're going to do is we're going to figure out, if he needs to go work, whatever the case may be. My thing is, Noi, if you were so unsettled about not having a plan, not having money, if everything you are saying is true, because we don't know, right? We only can make assumptions that maybe it's true, maybe it's not, maybe he got money, maybe he don't, maybe he got savings, maybe he don't. Because remember, she told Keisha that he need to have at least 40,000. Was it 40,000? I think it was 40,000. That he needs to at least have 40,000 in the bank account for her to be okay. And then she said that she was okay. Remember? Y'all remember? So what is going on? So, Noi, my question is, if he has no money, he was not the husband that you wanted him to be. He wasn't the guy that was on TV. You are so happy to be divorced, or you're so happy that he divorced you. Why did you beg him to stay with you? It was 30,000. Okay. So why did you beg him to stay with you? So why did right. So why didn't she file for divorce first since he's so broke? She went from satisfied with 40K to she begged him to stay married until a broke and to be broke. Okay, Noy. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't know what Steve has and doesn't have because that's not for me to find out. Because unless Steve come up and put up his bank account, we will never know what Steve has. But my question is, Noy, all your statements are not making sense. Like one does not match the other. They're not matching. The pieces are not coming together in the puzzle because you're contradicting yourself the whole time. That's the issue that I'm having with you. Because if you were consistent, then we could say, whether we believe Noy or not, the one thing she has been is consistent. But you're not even being consistent with yourself from the very, very beginning, from decision day on, okay? From you saying he had to have at least this amount of money in his bank account for you to be satisfied, to the actual decision day when you said y'all was going to stay together, to the day after when y'all to the reunion when you said that y'all was doing fine and y'all was in a good place and all this other stuff and blah 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 blah. And then you turned around and you told us that it was, you said, listen, New Year's season is over. We don't care, but please keep my girl Chloe a queen. Okay. Exactly. But that's my thing. I'm just trying to figure out, like, Noy, help us help you, because I have no problem with saying Steve broke. If he broke, he broke. Right? Hold on, y'all. So my thing is, I have no problem with saying Steve broke if Steve is broke, because at the end of the day, he ain't paying my bills, okay? But it's hard to believe anything that Noy has to say because she constantly contradicts herself and she's constantly lying about the situation as a whole. You know what I mean? So it's like, Noy, if you didn't want to be with this man because he didn't have any money, then you could have said that like 5 episodes before. Okay. My thing is, I feel like after everything that has been said and done and this, that, and the other, is giving that she is heartbroken. She really, really wanted to be with Steve. Steve realized that it was never going to work between them. He filed for a divorce. And because of that, she got in her feelings and she went on the internet and she started going off, which is another problem that they had in their relationship. Because if y'all remember, every time Noy would get into an argument with Steve, she would go on the internet and she would say, oh, I deserve better, right? Remember, I deserve better. Or she would go and she would say something, and there's always something. So I feel like this is just Noy acting out. She is literally just hurt. It may not even be truth to everything that she's saying, because it's hard to believe half of what she says when most of it seems like lies. But one thing we do know, that she gonna run to Instagram and put up a story. So that's my thing. I don't know if Steve has money or not. And I don't even think that's the question at this point. The question is, Noy, just say how you really feel and let it be that. Don't go out here and try to be malicious. Don't try to throw him under the bus. It's not necessary and it's not warranted. There's one thing if Steve was being very nasty to you, if he was being disrespectful, if he was talking out the side of his mouth, then I could understand why you would want to go out and out him like this, okay? I could understand why you would be so upset and say all the things that you are saying. But you have to remember that you're the one who announced the divorce. Okay, if you never announced a divorce, we would still not know what's going on. We would still be speculating whether you guys are together or not. Okay, but since you went off on the internet after Steve told you not to go off on the internet because he knew that the internet was going to start dragging you, because that was what happened. Okay, you decided that you was going to do that anyway. So then he made a nice, beautiful post, okay, concerning you and your dog, okay, and hoping that you find the resources that you need to take care of your dog, and hoping that the dog stay alive long enough for the next chapter of your life and everything of the nature. How he said that the chemistry between y'all was really, really good, but it also was bad. And when it was bad, it was bad. But when it was good, it was good. So my question is, Noy, After he said that, and the people, it wasn't even Steve, it was the people who was commenting, okay? The people who got up under your skin made you want to throw him under the bus for what? That speaks a lot about your character, because you want to make it seem like you're speaking the truth. You want to stand in the truth, but what is necessarily the truth? The truth is that you are hurt. Your feelings are hurt. You wanted to stay with Steve, even though you felt as though he was broke, even though he wasn't the husband we saw on TV, and even though he didn't want you to move in with him, but you wanted to stay with him. Okay. You begged him in all caps. Okay. So that's the problem that I have with Noy. Steve did nothing to even for her to even try to out him the way she's outing him. Okay, it's not like anyone was. The most we ever said about Noy was that she was annoying, right? Like, we tired of her. Oh my gosh, she's so annoying and she's childish. Okay, cool. But it wasn't, we didn't think that she would stoop this low to go out and try to drag him and say that, he's broke, he ain't got no money, he ain't got no savings, he's not the man that he saw on TV. All these things about this man character, as if he said anything about her character. Right. He may not be a millionaire. So what? How many of us are? And if you felt like this was not something that you wanted, then you should have said that. You should have filed for divorce first. Because when you sit there and tell us that you wanted to move in with him, but he didn't want you to move in with him, and we saw him ask you to move in with him, and you said no, and we had to sit there and watch y'all go through this whole counseling session with Dr. Pepper about how this could work possibly. And now, because you decide that you want to move in now, Steve is supposed to be like, oh yeah, come on, girl, come on. You need to make up your mind. See, that's the problem. That's when it comes, there's no compromising with you, which is why Steve said he wanted a divorce. Okay, so whether Steve was starting to see other people or not is not up for debate. Whether Steve got money is not up for debate. The fact of the matter is that Noy's character is trash. That's all that really it comes down to. So y'all could tussle in the comments about whether or not Steve got money, because unless Steve posts the bank account, baby, we ain't never gonna know. Because we've been saying to Steve, show us the receipts, show us the bank account, show us the bank account, Steve, show us the bank account, and we ain't seen it. So we don't have no proof either way. But like I said, the one thing is for sure, her character is trash. Period. Okay, it was like Noy's idea to live apart after the show ended. Right. So why this is what I'm saying. It's like it doesn't add up. Like, she's saying stuff that's contradicting stuff that we saw. And then she's saying stuff that contradicts what she said. That's part of the problem. Something in the milk ain't clean. It's definitely not. It's none of our business, Mooney. I mean, it's not really any of our business. It's just the fact that you don't have to go out and try to throw somebody else under the bus because the people in the comments are saying things about you. Why do you get to do that to him? When he did nothing to you, said nothing to you sideways, it's malicious. It's malicious. And you could tell that she was in her feelings, because even here, she said, I think this is well-intentioned, so I'll respond. Like, she's basically saying, like, okay, out of all the comments I saw, I'll respond to you because I honestly feel like you have well intentions. Like, girl, get out the comments. Get out the comments. Get out the comments. If you would have listened to Steve, like he's been telling you from the very, very beginning, to stop posting stuff on Instagram, if you would have listened to him, they wouldn't have started dragging you in the comments, and you wouldn't be up here making post after post after post after post after post. Okay? Arguing with the Married at First Sight Nation. Like, stop arguing with these people, because you're not going to win. You're just not going to win. Unless you're going to post up. Look, now, Noy, let me tell you something, girl. Let me talk to you. Girl, come meet me halfway. Because let me just say this. If you're going to post the tax return, I'm here for that. But if you're not, be quiet. Child, don't come on the internet. Do not come on Beyonce's internet a couple of days before she released a brand new album, okay? And start talking foolishness without receipts. Let's not do that. Okay? So y'all, what do y'all think about the situation? I am going to drop the link for a few seconds. If no one decides they want to come up, then that's cool. Then we're going to jump off, and then I'm going to get my stuff ready for Ready to Love later. I told y'all this not going to be a long live. I ain't had much to say, just a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Hey to Ellie's girl, what's going on? Hey Shakira, does Noy need another check so she posts allegations to make Steve look bad? Y'all don't know what's the point of her posting all that stuff to make Steve look bad, because Steve did nothing to make her look bad. All he did was say that they had differences. They had a lot of compromises, that they wasn't going to be able to make it work. He wished her well. He went on about his business. And somehow, some way, she decided that she wanted to go attack this man for no reason. Because honestly, y'all, he did nothing or said anything that weren't for any of the responses that she was out here giving. And that's what I want to focus on. I don't want to focus on whether or not Steve has money or doesn't have money. Because if you're saying that his character is not being portrayed the way he really acts, then why did you beg him to stay with you? If you're saying he's not the husband that you thought he was, why did you beg him to stay with you? If you said that he's the one who didn't want you to move in, then why did you beg him to stay with you? She's projecting her hurt onto him. That's what's happening. She's projecting her hurt onto him. And it's unfortunate. Sucks that it has to be that way. Why we just can't get divorced and move on about our business and go on with life. I don't know why it got to be so messy for no reason. Child, they wasn't even married that long. She said divorce feels great, but sounds salty. Sounds a little salty to me. Somebody's in their feelings. And that's my thing. Divorce will never be easy, and I get it. But no, you can't come out onto the internet and try to be shady and then get mad when people start shading you back. You can't do it, sis, because you started it. You started this. See, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? No way acting like she wants Steve to go to prison for tax evasion. That's exactly. She trying to get Steve to go to jail, y'all. Oh, come on, Steve. Oh man, don't post. Never mind. Do not post the tax receipts. We don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want to see it. We don't want to see. Never mind. No, I take it back. Take it back. Okay. Yes, please like the live, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with me really, really quick. If you did not subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel, okay? We doing Married at First Sight all season and Ready to Love all season and all types of stuff. Oh, quick question. Did y'all see the Omarion trailer for what's the thing? For his docu-series where he's about to tell his side of the B2K story? I'm like, boy, you want to be part of B2K or not? Which one? Which one is it? Do you want to be a part or do you not want to be a part? Okay. Hey Cliff, maybe we can actually watch the actual docu-series. If it's gonna be online, we might be able to stream it. We'll see. Because I'm gonna be watching and I'm gonna be reviewing. Hey Cliff, what's up?
What up? What up? How you been?
What's up?
Ain't too much. Yeah, I was one of my peoples that put me on that they had got divorced, but I didn't know it was like this. I didn't know
Yes,
it was a
they've been
mess.
back and forth, back and forth. I made a video about it before with the other stuff, and then now we just catching up with the new stuff, child. I hope this is it.
So the gif of it, because like I said, my homegirl sent me the link, and then I saw your joint. So the gif of it is that he filed for divorce because they wasn't getting along and they couldn't compromise. But
Basically,
I'm guessing she got a different story.
she never really said what the story was, right? So what happened was he just basically she went on the internet on her surfboard. surfboard, okay, and was like, divorce looks great, feels great, or something like that, okay. So then everybody was like, oh my God, they divorced, you know. And then he was like, well, I had no
That's
intentions on making this post today, but I guess since she went and ran her mouth, let me go ahead and say what I gotta say. So he just said, you know, a whole lot, okay. He just said that, you know, they wasn't able to compromise, you know, they didn't want to lose themselves in each and you know, trying to make this marriage work, you know, just all types of nice stuff, real well spoken. He didn't say anything out of place, you know. It got straight to the point. We understood what was going on. But then she got upset and she started commenting that, you know, he wasn't there for her when the dog caught cancer, and he wasn't a good guy, and he, you know, just saying all types. She's really just got really nasty for no reason when it came to Steve, because she felt as though he was inferring that he cares, and she wanted us to know that he doesn't care.
I mean, I'm guessing I can understand her feeling like that if he filed for divorce.
Yeah, but filing for divorce doesn't mean you don't care for someone.
That's how the other person gonna feel like it though. If I'm dating, if me and Taronda is dating and she ends the relationship, I'm gonna feel like she don't care.
Yeah, but you're gonna be hurt. You're gonna be in your feelings. I
Right.
understand that. My problem isn't the fact that she's hurt, it's the fact that the way she's going about it, which was also one of the problems that they had in their relationship. Remember, every time she got in her feelings or got upset, what did she do? She ran to the internet.
Yeah, that always been a problem for him.
Right.
Yeah, that's I don't like that type of stuff either.
So she started going off on him because people in the comments started to, you know, talk about her. So instead of her, you know, just being quiet, she's then went on to continue to say how he's broke. He didn't file zero. He filed zero on his taxes. He didn't have no savings. Like, it started to get very, very malicious when you think about it. What did he say that warrant for her to act this way? You know what I mean? I could see if he was being very nasty, if they was really like going back and forth at each other, you know, saying nasty stuff about each other, calling each other out, then this would make sense. But because he hasn't done any of that, it's like, girl, you looking
Hold on.
crazy.
Taronda, that was just make believe. You would handcuff yourself to me before you leave me. Let's get that straight. She over there tripping. But I see that Ellen said that she begged him to stay.
That's what she said. You didn't see it? Oh, you probably came up late.
Listen, I just clicked on I read an article, some of it, and then I saw that you was live and then I jumped on.
Hold on, let me show you it. She said, oh wait, the bag, child, it's too many slides. Hold on. She said, this is what she said. She said, you asked for the divorce. I begged you to say, and you said you didn't owe me anything. Which is why it's hard for us to figure out, like, did you want to be with him or not? Because you're saying so many bad things about him now, but you also said that you begged him to stay with you in all caps. After
Darkness,
you
what
then
it do?
said that he was, you know, Steve is not the husband you see on TV,
That's
you
her.
know, and then
Oh,
after you said, uh what was it? She's happy. Oh, wait, here you go. Hold on. And then you said, I'm also glad he divorced me. Like, it's a lot of things that she said, but then it's like, but you begged him to stay with you. Like, Noy, just stop commenting on this post on this internet because you're looking crazy.
mm, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a
I
lot.
mean, did they try counseling? Did she say anything about them trying counseling or anything like that? Or it was just a
No.
dub?
I think that Steve probably was just over it because remember, she didn't want to move in with him. She didn't want to share finances with him. And then, you know, it was just a lot of, it seemed like Noy wasn't very easy to compromise with, as we saw in the season. When it came down to her, even when I got to have 3 kids, it's either 3 kids and nothing. Like, you can tell that she's one of those people who are just stuck in their ways. It's no way, it's their way or no way. And I think Steve kind of just got to the point where it's like, did you not see how she talked to him in that kitchen when she told him to kiss her ass? You remember all the things that she was like, how nasty she was about how she didn't want to clean the
Whoa,
bathroom and
I
this,
don't remember that.
huh? What'd you say?
I remember to kiss my A part.
Oh yeah, she told him
I
that in the
remember her telling
kitchen.
him to kiss her A.
When they was in the kitchen, she told him that he needs to kiss her ass. Then she was upset. She was saying that she wasn't cleaning no bathroom, when he asked her to just clean one of the bathrooms and this, that, and other. Like, she was very nasty to him.
Mm.
Hey, two L's.
Hey y'all.
Hey,
I hate y'all
girl.
calling her
Liz,
that. What's up, Allie? Allie?
listen. You know I was right. I told y'all that girl was trying to be kept. Like, just her whole story, her introduction. And she said, "Oh, I was across, I was overseas and blah, blah, blah. And I went from this country to follow a man and it didn't pan out. And then I went to another country to follow a man and it didn't pan out." And it's like, women, we're not doing all that moving around for nothing. Like, it has to be something in there for you. And it's giving, again, that maybe she thought someone had something and they didn't, or they just could not be willing. They were also not willing to support her lifestyle. But she was looking for Steve to have that check, them zeros. Baby girl wanted to be pregnant on day 30. Um, she wanted to stay home. I mean, she
What
was
up,
really
Slade?
trying to set it up. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, but girl. And then she saw that ring and she was like, yes. Oh, yeah. I knew he had money. He just playing games. He didn't want me to see that bank account. And now you're trying to air him out on the internet, girl, when he could drag you. But okay.
But he not going to do it because that's not his character, even though that's the way she
Yeah, he
wanted
ain't
to
gonna do it.
make it seem.
She lucky he's not like Kenny, because we know how petty Kenny is, and it's giving that she called Kenny and was like, "So hey, how do you expose people on the internet? Because I need a little advice." And then Kenny was telling her like, "Yeah, girl, you know what's up, baby? That's how you do."
I'm not even messing with you. I
So let
don't
me
understand.
ask, with their living situation, what was that? Did he move in with her? Did she move in with him? Like, what was that
No.
breakdown?
During the season, she asked they was supposed to move in together, but she said she didn't want to move in with him.
Right, I
So
remember that.
that's what we found out. Dr. Pepper decided that she was going to tell us about her husband or whatever the case may be. So eventually, after the reunion and everything, they still hadn't moved in together. Even on the kickoff special, they still haven't moved in together. They was just spending more time together, whatever the case may be. She's saying that, and let me put it up because I don't want to put no words in her mouth, okay? Because she said that one being that Steve also did not want me to move in. That was just not me. That was not just me refusing to move in. So my thing is, when we saw him ask you to move in, and you said no, you didn't want to do this, and you didn't want a traditional way, you wanted to do it your way, and this that, and other. So where's the truth? Because maybe later on down the line you wanted to move in and he said no, because like, girl, you didn't want to move with me all these months, now you want to move in? Like, no, make up your mind. And by then he probably was fed up. He probably realized that he was better without her. And that's part of a problem when you don't move in with your spouse.
But you don't think he should have let her move in if she changed her mind, being that they married?
But how long did it take?
Regardless, they married. I'm
No,
not. You know, I agree that she should have moved in right
but that's
away.
the problem. I feel as though he already probably was done with that marriage. Like, by the time she decided that this is what she wanted to do, he probably was like, no, I'm good.
But I also put some of that on him and what's the dude, Michael. Neither one of them put their foot down about their mate living with them.
Yeah, but you still can't make somebody live with you, Cliff.
You can't make it, but you could remove yourself from the situation.
Yeah, but what he did was he tried it and maybe it didn't work out. But see, this is the thing. I can't say that that's exactly how it happened. I'm just going based off of what was said. So I'm making up scenarios. So I don't know if she's referring to maybe later on down the line, she asked to move in with him and he said no. I'm just going on based on what we see and based on what we saw. Her saying that, one being that Steve also did not want me to move in. That was not just me refusing to move in. We never heard of this. So I'm assuming that it had to be more present than future. I mean, than past. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he doesn't have to. Like, she playing games, wife or not. Like, even if you were married to somebody and known them, for a certain amount of years, you're not going to tolerate your spouse playing mental and emotional games. I'm sorry. You're not, Chloe, you're not going to let Mr. Johnson just one day be like, yeah, I'm moving out. Or I'm moving.
No.
No.
No. And if he would have told me he didn't want to live together, I'd have been like, well, then I'm not the woman for you.
Period.
But that's what I was saying with Michael and son. Steve.
No, Steve he wasn't sure about it, but Dr. Pepper gave her 2 cents and made it seem like it could work. Okay. So he figured, you know what, let's give it a shot. Because they had got
Okay.
But they also got married in a different state. Like they got married on first sight on TV. It's not like a traditional marriage where you pick your spouse and y'all move in together, y'all. So I guess for the process, it could make sense. Like maybe we should just try and ease our way into it. But she made it seem like she never wanted to move with him.
I felt like that.
Yeah.
I felt like she was scared of losing her stuff and herself. I felt like she was connected to her stuff.
Who, Noisy?
Noise, yeah. That's the vibe. That's the vibe she gave me during the season. Like she didn't want to detach from anything that was her norm. Like even whether it comes to her dog got to sleep in a bed. She didn't want to leave her apartment. Like she wanted everything to stay exactly the same. I think she was scared of change.
Then she signed up for the wrong show then, because why would you want to, like, that's what I'm saying. There were ulterior motives from the beginning. Like maybe she wanted to be on TV. I don't know. We can all speculate, but it doesn't make sense. Like, girl, I'm sorry, I'm at a loss for words because I get your point, Cliff, and that would just further reveal that she wasn't ready for marriage. She wasn't ready for a relationship. She wasn't ready for anything. Maybe the whole plot and scheme was for Sriracha and them to be on TV.
Not Sriracha. Kevin said she was our favorite. What?
Girl, I'm not even.
Kevin was making up stuff that whole reunion.
I'm gonna be quiet.
I don't really enjoy him. I don't like him as a host.
Yeah, it's a thing with Kevin. Okay.
Kevin lost me when he was taking up for Haley, and I was like, no. Mm-mm.
But I do have one question. So y'all, I'm not fighting with y'all. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm not fighting with y'all whether the Steve got money or not. But I want to know, do you think he has money or not?
I don't. I mean, I don't think he's like some secret millionaire, but I don't think he's like.
I don't think he's broke or anything like that.
Yeah.
But you think that he makes money enough to sustain a comfortable life?
It looked like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't get that vibe on the show that he couldn't.
Me either. And that's my thing. I'm not going to say that I think Steve is like rolling in the dough, but I do think that Steve has enough money to sustain the life that he's been living. And I think he also was willing to, I'm assuming that he was also, helping her with bills and stuff like that. So I just don't understand why she's saying it as if he had no money, because she said she saw his savings account, he didn't have any money, and then she said that he filed zero on the tax return. And it's a little messy.
Right.
Everyone hit the like button and subscribe.
Thank you.
Was it all produced then? You know what I mean? Like from the after shows with Keisha and she was, bigging him up. She couldn't come up with the number the one time when Keisha was like, well, what number are you looking for? She said 40,000, I think I remember her saying, I recall. I mean, decision day, she was, how they look at each other and I hate maths getting on my nerves. Sorry. Now I'm sounding bitter. Like,
don't take this negativity into the new season, because I told y'all positive vibes and at least to episode 3.
I told you I will come back.
I gotta catch up on that.
Hold on. Alyssa said that she admitted that he was paying his bills plus 75% of the bills together. So then what is she talking? See, this is what I'm saying. Noy be contradicting herself. She cannot get the story straight whatsoever. And I just find it hard to believe that he filed zero on taxes unless he did it under his business name and he filed that separately from how they filed marriedly. If he did that, then they got paid for Mavs, though. They definitely got paid for Married at First Sight.
I mean, right now she got better chick energy. It happens. You already know.
Get a chick energy.
And Steve
She
is charging
upset.
the girls for appearances, honey. I said, go ahead, Steve. You better charge for your appearance to come through the club.
Oh, Steve out
Smart
here,
man.
he making them charge to Steve.
He's smart.
Here he is, Steve. Steve said, I'm gonna make me a coin. What you talking about? I ain't gonna work a day in my life. Job, yeah.
Yeah, he just always struck me as a person that's like not a traditional 9-to-5er, and I get it. My dad is an entrepreneur himself. Like he did a 9-to-5 when I was young, but after that he's been working for himself ever since. So not everybody subscribes to that, and that's okay as long as he can take care of himself and he was in the position to be able to provide whatever that means for them and their marriage. And I don't know, it's given. She just wanted someone to walk all over, and as nice as Steve was, he still doesn't give me the type of man that would allow anyone to walk all over him, including her and Sushi.
Robin said he did not file zero on his taxes. Is no need to file taxes if your income is zero. Let's take a look at what you're filing for. Zero income, no need to file. That makes perfect sense. And if you're the only one making money, then you don't have to file together as a married couple. Because all she has to do is file head of household, or actually, me and my husband, we file separate. You could file independent. You don't have to file together.
It sure does have that option, married but file separately.
Married but file separately. Exactly. Now that I think about it, I had to think about it. That's why I'm like, you didn't even have to file with him. So you didn't want to, remember she said she didn't want to share her finances with him, but now they filing taxes together. Noy be lying, y'all. She be lying. Yeah, she be lying. We sit here long enough and we think about it out loud long enough, it's gonna start making sense.
Oh no.
Were they married? Like, wait, let's think about this. How do you file, right? When did they get married again? As I'm trying to think about the deadline to file for the previous tax year. Like, what's that window like? I don't know.
Last time I checked, you filed for the whole year. So you filed at the beginning of 2022 for everything that you made in 2021, from January to December. That's why you start filing taxes around February, because you get all your statements or whatever you got to do, whatever you make money from, and then you file your taxes once you get it all in the beginning of the new year, right? So if they got paid for that year, regardless what it was in, if they got a pay stub from it, or a check stub, or what's it called, a W-2. If you got a W-2, then you have to file it.
Yeah, or 1099. I don't know. Shut up, Alexa. I'm just. Oh, July 25th. Okay. I mean, it's just giving something ain't right. Like, I don't think I would. If I went on maths, I'm gonna stay in that mind frame, because I think sometimes we bleed the traditional marriage route and maths marriage route together, and that's one thing that kind of annoys me about the show, because it's like, yes, you're marrying a stranger and you're trying to fast track them 100% when you know you're picking from a crop of people who really don't want to be married for the right reasons. They just want it for the bragging rights only, or to be able to hunch on somebody without, feeling like they sinning before the Lord. I don't know. You still won't have to answer when you go up to heaven. So there's that. Get married, don't erase your whole life, okay? That whole fax is still there. Just understand.
I heard it get deleted. I heard that it gets deleted. Okay.
Listen, it might get deleted down here on Earth, on this side of things. When you get up there with the Lord, he gonna pull out all them receipts. Like,
You better.
woo, I remember some of 2002, baby. What was you doing? I don't know. It just seems like it would be all too fast. I just don't see them filing taxes together. That's my whole point. I went off on a tangent.
Yeah, because she already said she didn't want to even share finances. Now they wasn't even living together, and you want to file your taxes together, and then he didn't file anything, but somehow y'all filed together. That don't even make sense when you say it out loud.
Exactly.
Chloe,
Mm-hmm.
my other phone hit somebody.
Your what?
Because I got two. I'm using two phones. I said
Okay.
my other phone I had in my pocket. It hit somebody in your comments that you're going to.
Oh, child. You hit them, or you just put them in timeout for a little bit?
It says hitting by Cliff.
That means that they blocked.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Stop doing stuff.
You the YouTube. You act like I did it on purpose.
Because now I gotta figure out how to unblock them. Whoever is blocked, I unblock you when I get off the live. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
I don't think they could hear you because they blocked.
Okay, I know. I thought you just hid them from the comments.
But you just told me that they was blocked.
I don't know what that means.
Oh,
child.
Wait a minute. Somebody just unhitting her. Who did? Oh, Alicia.
So you unhit it?
Somebody did it. Somebody else? One of your other mods.
Okay, well, good.
All right, good looking.
Whoever that was, it was a mistake. Sorry.
My bad.
But yeah, so that's that. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know what's going on with Noy and Steve, but I wish they would stop. And I'm glad that Steve has not said anything because it's just showing the character of Noy even more, like we already discussed. Like I said, her attitude, her personality, her characteristics, even from off the show, what she's showing us now online is just trash.
Is there any updates on the other couples?
Everybody divorces besides Elijah Wan and Katina. And child, she need to run. And I'm not fighting.
Use a lie. Use a lie. Use a lie. Nah. Use a lie. You need to stop. Listen, they had their little issues. They worked through it, and now they happy. You hate. See, that's why I don't be liking you sometimes, because you hate love. You always hating on love. If it ain't you and Mr. Johnson, you be hating.
I love love.
No, you don't. You a hater.
Cliff just want his women to be oppressed.
Katina.
First off, my women are happy. You's a hater too.
Look, Katina, if you see me, girl,
wink. Let us know.
Let us know.
Listen, she is happy. Okay, she is happy.
Why does she look like that, Cliff?
What? Happy? Joyful?
Stressed.
Loved?
Stressed.
She do not look pressed.
Oh my gosh.
That's not why she look like
y'all trifling. Y'all trifling.
And I'm not even calling her ugly. You know how, listen,
the bags
with somebody down. Yes, you can see what they've been through.
Yeah,
stressed about the eyes, She was getting slimmer.
So
like I like thick.
She was never thick.
She always
been slim.
She was slim thick or whatever you want to call it. No, she wasn't. I didn't say she had cakes back there. She just
and how was she slim thick?
More weight than she did when she was sitting up there with Keisha and Jasmina and baby was looking very stressed out. Like, yeah, I'm just keeping it together. She's trying to smile, like I hate to tie them two together because obviously Keyshawn is going through much worse. But like how Keyshawn, if you watch P-Valley, and even though she smiles on the outside, you can tell that something about her spirit inwardly is she's going through a lot. So that's what I get from Katina. Like, she's not going to embarrass her husband.
So y'all really going to push this narrative like this, Elijah Wan? Y'all trying to push a narrative that he broke in his woman? Is that what we doing? Are we going to spell his toxicness on YouTube? That's what we doing?
I'm gonna tell you what I want them to stop doing. I want them to stop trying to push them onto us as if they're our favorite couple when they're not. As if they trying to
They
make it.
mine.
Oh, good for you. I like that for you. Good.
You a hater.
Chloe, you know Cliff is a part of the red pill community, honey.
I know you ain't talking womanist, your feminist ways.
I mean, I just want my sister to be free, everybody. Mhm.
She's happy. No, she's chained up to her husband. They married. They together, just like Chloe together, married,
I ain't
happy.
chained up now.
Yes,
Right.
the ball and chain, chained
No,
up. Yes, you are.
you sounding like Justin's brother right now.
I
Marriage
don't
is
even know who that is.
gonna be chained to each other. You gonna be on probation. You got check in every time you go somewhere. That's how Justin brother was last episode of Married at First Sight, acting like marriage is like jail.
Oh, I ain't see that one yet. But
Yeah.
only saw half of it. I gotta watch it again. But as I said, they call it the old ball and chain. That's the old saying.
And
Well,
what about that sounds positive?
I don't know.
I'm just saying that y'all connected, y'all together. I'm just saying.
No,
Listen,
that
I'm
sounds
just
like
saying that's what
slavery,
it is.
indentured servitude.
I'm black. I don't do well with change. Sorry.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm telling you. Cliff,
Ellie, you don't make no sense.
let us know if you need help. We're coming to save you.
Listen,
Exactly.
that woman is happy. They done sold a house. I'm guessing they gonna get another one. Next thing you know, in a couple of years, they're gonna have some kids. They happy. Let black folks be happy, Chloe. You and Mr. Johnson cannot be the only people happy.
Are we not?
You
We
said,
not.
I know you a hater.
I'm not though.
Nah, you be hating on love. You
I'm
do.
not. I love Woody and Amani.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
one copy.
oh my gosh.
I do. I love them as a couple. And I love
Mm.
Jeffrey and Shanice.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people don't, but I really do.
Nah, I think they cool. I didn't
No,
know you liked them, but
I do.
uh,
That's one of my favorite couples.
oh, it must have been
I
Ellie
love
that didn't like them.
Christine and Keith. Oh my God. Amazing. I love the Black Love. I don't know what you're talking about.
Nah, you don't.
Oh, Deanna and
Deanna and Greg, yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you a hater.
Come on,
I
Larry.
can't think of the couples now, but if I really went through the list of the couples, because it's on, I could go through the videos. It's on record. You be hating.
Look, Married at First Sight black couple success rates is not sounding too bad right now.
But actually, so success rate is kind of low for all of them, though.
What's the other couple from that season with Woody and Amani? Karen and Miles.
are they still together?
I think they still together.
Yeah, as I know of.
You know what it is about Jeffy? I see Jeffy as a regular schmegula dude. Like
Who's that?
Jeffy from the one that's married to Shanice. I feel like he's not perfect. Like I see him just being a regular guy, struggling with being a guy and dealing with a woman. It's not.
Yeah,
I
y'all
can't
difficult.
explain it. You get what I'm saying? I can't explain. I'm not going to say they had the perfect relationship, but I see the love that he had, but I also see the I just see him as a regular guy. Like their marriage to me seemed the realest because it just seems like it's not perfect, it's not fabricated, it's not fake. It's like they whatever they went through, they're going through, they're still working on it, they're trying, they're going through motions of like regular everyday marriages for like outside of TV world. So that's why I like Jeffy and Shanice. Not saying as though like they have a perfect marriage, but I'm just saying like I think a lot of realistic marriages look like that in some way, form, or fashion at one point or another. Does that make sense?
I think their marriage resembles those who get married quite young, and then they're trying to grow and evolve together. And sometimes that'll take them far apart, and then it causes like a lot of tension.
I agree, but maybe that's because me and my husband got married at 20. Well, not married, but we've been together since we were so young. So I also feel like it's one of those things where it's authentic. Like it seems like this is reality. Everything don't have to be perfect, and even the arguments sometimes seem made up on with the other couples. You know what I mean? So for them, it just seemed more authentic. That's the right word. Yeah. Like, Vincent and Brianna. I don't like Vincent and Brianna as a couple. Y'all know I don't.
I do like Keith and Christine.
I love Keith.
Why you don't like Vince? Why you don't like Vince and Brianna?
I honestly don't feel like I don't like Vincent. It don't have anything to do with Brianna. I don't like Vincent, and I can't really pinpoint it, but I just didn't like him from the season. I feel like he gives me man-child vibes. He doesn't give me man vibes. Like, I don't know. And I also feel like they probably one of them couples trying to stay together under the pressure of being a married at first sight couple. Because I really don't see it for them.
You don't think she? I thought she really liked them though.
She probably do. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, I can't say it out loud. I can't say what if she really liked him or not. I'm just saying, in my opinion, that's how I see them.
I think your opinion sucks.
Well, whatever.
Because you hate love.
Whatever.
I agree with, I think that's Grace, that Brianna was like kind of shrinking herself. Maybe in the beginning. I don't know about now.
And he cut her braid. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You didn't like the used car salesman vibe? That's funny.
And Imani seem to be the only couple that like survived the pressure of being like the quote unquote popular couple of Mavs.
Because they're both the same. They both love the spotlight. They both love the dress up. They love this ish. They made for each other.
Yeah.
They don't have, they're literally very, very similar. Because it's like, for me, I like to get dressed up and go out and do stuff like that. And my husband, on the other hand, if I'm trying to get all dressed up, he gonna put on his sweats and a t-shirt, be like, let's go. And I'm like, babe, no, like, what you doing? You know what I mean? So I feel like they have a good balance. Like, they both like the same things when it comes to like, showing off. So they put on a good show for us.
Yeah.
You still don't like Karen and Miles either. I was trying not to say nothing about them. I was trying not to. I was trying to keep it low. Okay, I was trying.
Oh, low key, I think it might be tough for both Karen and Miles because they're living in the shadow of Willie and Imani.
Is that what it is?
And I think that they've probably had to pull back a little bit because they were comparing their marriage. Like, like they all went on a show not together, but they were on there together. And so Willie and Imani just so happened to take off. And like, that's how they kind of evolved. And then it would be hard not to compare yourself. We were on the same season. We were friends. We hung out. We are friends. We hang out. And in order for them to kind of like evolve on their own, they would have to step back from them so that they're not doing the comparison thing. Because it's natural. You will.
Maybe that's what it is. That's maybe
not a bad observation.
I can't see them for what it is because I'm comparing them to Woody and Imani. That may be it. But it's something about that couple for me.
It was the wife.
It was Karen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all thought when the season was gone, we always thought he was great, but she was the problem.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just Karen I can't really rock with. But I feel like she is being supportive of him and everything that he's goes through, what he goes through. So I'm going to just leave it at that. But something about it just still doesn't sit completely 100% good. Like, oh my God, they're great with each other. But, I don't know. That ain't my marriage. So that's just my opinion.
Nah, I get that. But I guess we just go off of what we saw from the season. Who knows how they moving now? But in the season, that picture wasn't great of her.
And that's probably why it's hard to move past it.
It, right?
Yeah, that's probably why I still sit in my stomach like.
That's why you act the way you act with Elijah Wan.
No, I don't like him. And
that's what.
And there's nothing anyone can say to make me like him. And I wish Married at First Sight would stop playing on TV so I could stop seeing him because I don't.
Nah, he need to be on TV.
No, he don't. And
yes, he
I wish he start working out because he like about to bust a vessel in his neck and his arm. And
so now you don't want him to be healthy? Really? The man can't be healthy. He can't exercise.
No, did you see his Instagram? He looked crazy. It's not giving ripped. It's giving like.
No, I'm not an Instagram person.
Like it like that.
I feel like Karen.
So you just nitpick. That's all that is.
What you say?
Karen wanted someone like Olajuwon.
Ooh, child. I don't know why anyone want anyone like the Elijah, but you know what? I digress. I digress.
It's just so
So
off
much
my
hate in your blood.
spirit. You try to tell me something what to do, and then I'ma just rebel. So yeah, it's not gonna work.
Yeah,
It's
he's
that
giving
feminist in you.
bodybuilder. It's really weird.
Shut up, Cliff.
What he say?
That's the feminist in her.
Oh, cut it out. Yeah, see, we all in agreement. We don't like him.
Thank you. Like all them extra muscles on top of muscles, it's giving. He's juicing. Like we get it. Whatever.
It's giving unhealthy almost. Like it looks scary.
Does
I'm
he
saying,
have
but
new underwear?
y'all never like the guys who are not panderers. Y'all like the men that's usually are panderers.
What's Elijah Wan name on Instagram?
Oh, I don't know.
Let me see.
No, we don't like
Yes,
panda.
y'all do. Okay. I can't remember folks' name. But
I
what's
like
the
Will. I don't
unicorn?
think
Let's
Will is
go.
a
Let's
panderer.
go to season 9. I always call him the unicorn.
Who?
He was the black dude. Is it Greg?
Greg?
Greg, yeah.
Everybody loved Greg. Why? He was a panderer. Um,
Oh
Ka-
Lord. And now you
Karen
want to
husband.
downgrade the good
Karen
man.
husband. He was a pan. Listen, I'm not saying I ain't say he wasn't a good man, but he's a panderer.
Y'all see him?
Oh,
What's the problem? He fit.
Roy.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Let me go to another one. I gotta be careful.
let that been Greg. Let that been Greg. Y'all would have been like, Greg looking good. He doing great, but only because it's Elijah one y'all hate.
No, I just don't like him.
It's like Lifetime, the man hating
But
channel.
look how he went from like just a regular nice fatigue. Like he had a nice build. I'm not gonna say Elijah Wan wasn't nicely built, and I'm not gonna say he's an ugly guy. I just don't like you can see the transformation. It's kind of like weird looking.
Turning, getting brolic and more defined.
Nah, and then some of the other pictures I saw, I ain't like him at all.
Is
But
he bodybuilding?
Well, thank
that's
goodness you
what
ain't
it's
married to him.
giving. I had those videos before math. He had those videos before math. It was another one I had saw come across my you know how they got suggested people, because we in the Married at First Sight, realm, so they suggest them all to me. And I was looking at one of the videos like, oh child, no. That's too much.
Oh, Tanisha, Cliff is our resident, red pill. He he just stand with a straight face. don't pay him no mind.
Because I don't pander and go and support you feminists.
Oh Lord,
I'll be red pill.
Not we feminists or whatever, but okay, whatever, Cliff. Here you go.
Especially Ellie, she waving that flag. She waving that feminist flag.
How?
I'll tell her that all the time.
Noi. I just said Noi was a sack chaser. You haven't read my comments.
Ellie, this is me you talking to. That might be one person you got at. But for the most part,
he on the voice. Oh, child, not the voice.
y'all terrible.
I think O has changed somewhat, and I'm for them.
Taronda, no, I didn't see it yet. Did you?
You say what?
I was talking to Taronda.
Ooh, okay. But maybe she didn't hear you. What you say?
I said, she asked me, did I see the movie Thor? Nosy. And I said, no, I didn't see it yet.
Woo, caveman. Your new name is Caveman Cliff. That's what
it is what it is.
Oh, you know what I noticed, Cliff? You're not echoing.
Oh, good for you. I like that for you.
On a different device.
Use that one from now on. Okay. it was giving very much like not professional up here. Okay.
Listen,
we're growing. Okay. We can't
it gave this live pizzazz, okay? A dice of reality.
What?
I don't know what Cliff's talking about. Okay. But yeah, that's it, y'all. I just wanted to come talk about these two a little bit. Thank y'all too for joining me. I'm gonna drop y'all down. We about to end this up, and then I want to come back for Ready to Love a little bit later.
No problem. Have a good one, kid.
Bye.
Later, Ellie.
Bye,
Yeah.
Scales. Bye, Cliff. What I'm about to say? Oh yeah, so you guys, I guess we're gonna come back a little bit later. We're gonna go through our Ready to Love not couple, singles. Okay, see what we think about them. I don't even know if I want to do it, to be honest with you, because they really don't look like nothing to talk about, and I really feel like I'm gonna waste my time. Like by the time I go over these people, it's gonna be like, that's it, that's it, that's all. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'll figure it out. But tomorrow we are going to do our P Valley live. So if you guys watch P Valley, join us tomorrow over here on my channel. Me and it's me D will be reviewing this season. This episode, and it's about to be called Traumatic Valley at this point, because baby, it's always something. It's always something. Like I just want to see some strippers, but obviously we're not gonna get just that. Other than that, y'all, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. We will be back in our open chat on Wednesday for the Married at First Sight. Don't forget to like the video, comment down below. If you're catching the playback, leave me some yellow hearts. Let me know you stopped by, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.